Jaye and I'm the author of Out of the Cages. Out of the Cages is a novel about Meena, a young Nepali girl who was trafficked 3 years ago into the brothels of Mumbai. It's a story of betrayal, of courage and of friendship. I began writing this novel a number of years ago when my family lived in Nepal. During that time I had opportunities to visit anti-trafficking agencies and rehabilitation homes and to meet with survivors of trafficking, people who had been sold into situations of slavery and had then returned home, and to face the stigma and the challenges of rebuilding their life again. I knew fairly early on that it wasn't the trafficking journey that I wanted to write about as much as what it was like to return home. What does freedom feel like when you have been taught not to feel? How do you hope again when you didn't know hope existed? And what about friendship? How do you do friendship when the past and the truth of the past is difficult to unravel? These were the sorts of questions I wanted to explore in this novel. I suppose some people might say, what's the relevance of a novel like this for a typical Australian young person, especially when, it's set in India and Nepal and the cultural context is so different and the content is fairly heartbreaking. What's the relevance? I think for me, the thing that kept me writing even when it was hard was knowing that sometimes these tough stories teach us about the world and how to respond to the world. We can find hope in those dark places, and the stories that are tough often offer us glimpses of what it is like to be courageous, to be determined to make the world a better place. And what's it like to heal? Is healing possible? Yeah, it is. But how, even in the hard stories? And this is what Out of the Cages explores. It's going to be a challenging read, I believe. It's fairly confronting subject matter, but it is threaded through with hope and with the strength and the stories of the people that I met, both those who work rescuing and rehabilitating people and the survivors. It's threaded through with all of those stories. I believe Out of the Cages may break your heart, it may make you cry, but I really hope, and it is my hope, that it will also inspire you and inspire young people to believe in freedom and to live lives that fight for it.